What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. Get to the cards, John! Okay, I know it's been almost a week since the last Market Watch, and a lot has happened. I've been paying attention, we've been going through it on the streams. Let's go ahead and jump into it, starting with the PK engine seeing multiple buyout / price hikes. I think we all could see this coming. I told you to get max rarity PK for several reasons before. We're seeing it in the Orcus decks now. We're seeing it, of course, PK Fire with Cherubini. We all saw that one coming. But realistically, Orcus being able to get such free advantage thanks to one Rusty Bardish boy who's almost towards $5 despite such high quantities from sellers. What's happening here? Why are there so many and why is it staying up in price? Well, a lot of meta decks are playing him. You're going up through Galatea and getting the Omni Negate that, Orcust offer, along with 2 interruptions with Fogblade as well, just for so free. So Rusty Bardish combined with Mermaid is a pretty big problem within our meta game. But we also see Silent Boots, the piece that you're dumping with Bardish. Its secret rare is going up. You see Cloak slowly going up for both of its holographics. Everybody wants to play foiled out meta decks when they're playing the meta, and Orcus seems to be the flavor a lot of people are choosing. Now, we do see Fogblade secret rares up towards 13, the ultra rares following suit towards 11, and even the common sitting at $3. Now, keep in mind, Bardish and Fogblade locked behind a $30 MSRP product, but it didn't sell well at first. You had chances to get this from Barnes & Noble at $15, which is actually under what the vendors would get this for. They would be buying this for about $16.50. So Barnes & Noble was taking loss. You had chances to get it from GameStop for $20, etc. There were plenty of sales where you could have got the legendary decks and got your playsets and all that good stuff. But now they're finally saying, hey, we can make a profit, and that's why you see so many Bardishes for sale, because finally people are just taking their sealed legendary hero decks. They're like, now is the time, we can finally make some money, and that's why you're seeing so many on market, yet the price is staying so together instead of them undercutting each other. They're basically holding the line together a little bit. But sometimes fresh deals will come up. I actually would have got on this Fogblade on eBay because it says used. Looks pretty nice, but you see a little bit of foiling there. You don't see it on the other one. I feel like I would get the not good condition one and then no real description. So I assume this is not near mint. And I would have got just by the picture. A deal! If I was going to hollow out my deck. Always read your descriptions on eBay. And then you see $11 or best offer for a near mint before it does start rising up as well. Never hurts to send those best offers in on eBay, as long as you read. I know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players and reading. It's hard, right? Now then, going into Dark Neostorm, I have never seen a set fall like this in terms of a core set. Kaiba Collection was a half surprise. We knew tons of it would be getting open. We didn't know where it would fall. Almost everything is halved. Oh, Dogwood, 35. No material, 34. This is crazy compared to the pre-sales. And Dingirsu may take the spot as the most expensive card in the set, despite being an ultra rare, because it's as hard to get as the hard to get secret rares in the set. Don't you love short printing? And some people are choosing to play 2 of this. It has an amazing interaction that I don't know that a lot of people thought of, that I'm hearing a lot of mumblings towards, and we discovered on Dueling Book. We'll talk about it. Cherubini actually also gets that interaction, but here towards $28. I remember these were like, what, 40, 50 on pre-sale. Cynet Mining falling 33% down towards 23. Avermax back under 20 towards 18. Yeah, this is what happens when you have 8 secrets that all could be $30 plus cards at some point. And my question is, what's going to end up being, I remember we could get Phantasmes at 60 at one point. I remember we could get Extravagance for 48 at one point. I remember Korabane, we could get those for $6 at one point. Of course, Savage Strike got that extra hype from, oh yeah, you're not in the Megatins. But neither will this be, and so we're not going to see Dark Neostorm reprints probably until March of next year, unless there's another reprint set outside of that 100-card set we usually get in March. So Dark Neostorm has the same feeling, except for the special editions coming. The special editions will bust open even more quantities of these amazing cards on market, and then it's the long waiting game of, well, we have the dead season after the WCQ. What's going to ramp up in the winter season? What are you going to regret not picking up now? Let me know what you think are the smart pickups right now after the special edition will end up dropping. You know, what's going to follow suit of jumping in price such as these. Now, the Dinosaur Engine, I've heard a lot of Dino Orcust. I've heard Orcust everything, Orcust, Cyber Dragon, etc. But Dino Orcust, yeah, it's decent. I play tested with it. You still see high quantities here and there from Yu-Gi-Oh! Black Market appearing again. It jumped all the way to $12 over the weekend, and I was like, that ain't it, Kev. It's going to fall back down. Sure enough, here we are, back towards $6, but of course, a huge jump since Miscellaneousaurus went to 3 on the FNL list. A lot of people have forsaken the Foolish Burial Goods engine, and whenever I saw it played, it ended up clumping a lot anyways to get your Pancratops using the field spell. A lot of people stepping away from that with Miscellaneousaurus at 3, but just a note, Dinosaur Engine, still wacky things happening with the Evolution Pill, still up there towards that $14 to $15 mark. Now, specifically talking about the Trickstars and Korribane, people have been playing a Trickstar Engine with an Orcust. I featured it on the channel here, first place from regionals. I actually got another person trying to send me a very similar list, and I think I even saw a third list. So, like, multiple people are playing the Trickstar Engine, and I believe what you can just do is you end up Candina and getting special Korribane. You can go into Mermaid should you want, and going second, that's a pretty powerful, you know, ability to get through boards as well, and also get free lockdowns on back rows using the light stage. So I think it plays like 3 light stage, either 1 or 2 of your Candina, and then you play a Korribane, depending on the build that you're playing. And yeah, we also note that Trickstar light stage, it is baby bumping up on all fronts. Look at this, heading on every single variant above $3, although it says the Megaton was worth more. We all know you'd rather have an original Code of the Duelist version, right, Duelists? Also, Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is this card that I always tell you guys, you should have a playset of this. And we do see the Ultimate Rare still up above market price, 55, and you have plenty of holographic versions to get, but even the cheapest Instant Fusions are above, you know, the $2 mark for the commons. The very cheapest ones near mint. Now, what's Instant Fusion doing new now that hasn't spiked yet? El Shaddol Winda is an instant fusion target that many have forgotten about, but going all the way back over, let me try to get the right tab the first time. Here we go. Then Girsu and Cherubini both can keep an instant fusioned Winda alive through the opponent's next turn. Now, there's some wacky rulings with this. Instant fusion and how it's worded might continuously try to kill your Winda every single end phase, because it says also it is destroyed during the end phase, and also it will permanently not be able to attack either. But the whole point is you're instant fusioning out a floodgate that is very effective against many decks, and if they didn't open their infinite impermanence, man, they've only got 1 special summon the entire turn. That shuts down Orcust decks. It shuts down many a deck, and it ends up being a really great end play for just paying 1,000 life points and an instant cup of noodles. Then Girsu will protect it once to twice, depending on your materials, but Cherubini will be able to indefinitely protect it. Monsters this card points to cannot be destroyed by card effects. That includes their own, which is how it usually is used to protect BA cards, but it gets this unique interaction with Winda as well that not many people are keen on. Now, I think we could easily see this take a huge factor into several bigger events coming up and surprising people. So, Winda, super affordable right now. I think even the secret rare, yeah, under $1 from Shadows in Valhalla. Something definitely not to sleep on. Get your own sooner than later. I think that's a very good free floodgate ending, and of course Instant Fusion at worst is a transitional piece using Winda as link material should it be stuck in your extra deck. Oh no, link it off. Unending Nightmare is a card that's been slowly going up. We saw Mystic Mind players actually using it, perhaps for the Mirror Match and other problem cards. But Unending Nightmare also very good against Mystic Mind decks. Yes, burning yourself for your spell and trap destruction, I know, but it takes care of it multiple times to where you're able to act and be able to actually play against your opponent. We see over on eBay it's actually much higher though, $5, $6, so the cheaper ones are over here on TCG Player. It's a card that's always been undervalued, and you do have the Ultra version, I think, for much cheaper, so I don't know really the ceiling since there's so many quantities from Battles of Legend Relentless Revenge, but we've seen, actually from the set, so many buyouts / price hikes / things just going up over time, and there's not the grossest amount of quantities when we backtrack here. I think only 51 different sellers. So yeah, there's not just the most insane quantities of the Ultra either. Something to just consider always having in your back pocket as a floodgate that's relatively forgotten about. I don't like this buyout, I'm gonna be honest, unless there was something that I completely missed, which I've asked multiple times. Hey, was that rocket deck, was its list confirmed? So many people have told me no. Why did Quick Launch get bought out? It's so unlikely Konami's going to forget this kind of support in a structure deck. I get wanting to hollow out your deck. Rockets could become meta, maybe. It's a structure, they do a pretty good job with that. Still, I think this is a terrible buyout until we know the contents and list of the structure deck. How many bad buyouts have we seen before structure decks with people getting hyped? Oh, I gotta get this now. Oh my god, it got bought out. I gotta get it before it goes higher. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wait for the structure deck list and then hit the panic button. You already see it way down faster over here on eBay. Just don't do it. That's it for me, though. What did you guys think of today's Market Watch? I know it's a couple of suggestions mixed in with a ton of what's going on. The metagame, of course, really shaping the market throughout the weekend and last week. And if there's anything I missed, let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll cover it in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation. And again, if I missed it, let me know.